Hi, I'm Eric Eby with HomeQuest Realty, and welcome to another episode of Naturally NWA. You know, one of the reasons I love being a realtor is because I get to help people from all over the country relocate here. Paul and Anissa Walker moved here with their grandkids, Nico and Andy, from Southern California. Paul was a police officer for many years serving his community, and Anissa was a teacher, and they wanted to move somewhere when Paul retired from the police force that had a better quality of life and that was safer for their kids to grow up. In April of 2021, Paul retired, and this is how it all went down. When Paul and Anissa first contacted me about moving here, they told me that one of the most important things to them was finding a nice, safe neighborhood that their grandkids could grow up in and have plenty of other kids to play with. I also knew that getting in a great school district would be very high on their priority list as well, so I set up a search to match that criteria. After sending them some properties, they decided to hop on a plane and come check out Northwest Arkansas in person. It didn't take long for them to zero in on the West Rogers Pinnacle Hills area, which is also zoned in Bentonville schools that are the best in the state. After we looked at some properties, they got a good sense of where they wanted to be. They hopped back on a plane and went to California to wait on Paul's retirement to get here. During that time, I kept them set up on a listing alert. Since I had showed them some properties while they were here in person, I knew what they were looking for, so I was able to send them properties that I knew they would be interested in. And when they got their house under contract in California, I started doing some FaceTime showings with them, and they picked the one that I'm standing in front of right now. We were able to get this house for them, and it worked out great. Why don't we go in here and see if these guys are home so we can ask them about their experience buying and what they think of Northwest Arkansas so far. Let's go. Hey guys, how's it going? Hey, bud. Hey. So I'm sitting here with Paul and Anissa and Nico and Andy. How's it going, guys?
Great. Awesome.
Fantastic.
Awesome. I want to know, and everybody else is going to want to know, what do you guys think of Northwest Arkansas and your beautiful new home?
We love it. It has been the best choice that we've made. We feel so at home. Everyone has been so nice and friendly, and their school is just phenomenal.
So, what did you guys think about buying a home halfway across the country, almost completely virtually? Was it stressful, or was it a little easier than you thought it would be?
You know, it was a lot easier than we thought it was going to be. It was a little bit different than buying a home in California.
Yeah.
The process was slightly different, but getting financed was easier. Getting coming in and doing the home inspection was easier. It was almost too easy, and I remember having a conversation with Anissa at one point saying, like, I don't know, nobody's called. It just seems like this is just too easy.
Something's gonna go wrong.
You know, and it was, hey, you guys are approved for this, and you guys are approved for that, and your insurance is good, and it was very easy.
I want to know from each of you, what has been the biggest surprise or your favorite part about moving to Northwest Arkansas? I'm going to let you go first, Nico.
My favorite part about living in Arkansas is how the Razorbacks and how I get to be with my family,
That's
which I
awesome.
really enjoy.
Yeah.
I like living with my family, and I like my new school.
You like your new school? A lot of kids there that you're friends with already?
Yeah.
I love our neighbors. We have met the nicest people. I feel like we've known them for ages, and everyone just kind of gets together on the weekends, sits out in front of the house, the kids play. It's almost like going back in time where you feel very safe where you live.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Paul?
I would have to say just the laid-back atmosphere that compared to what it was in California.
Yep.
It would seem like you're always competing with your neighbors or competing with everyone. You know, we paid a lot of money to live in California, and we worked really hard to pay for those mortgages for a house that was half this size. I could never afford a home. I could never afford to provide this lifestyle for my family in California. I would say I was surprised at the diversity that's up here. I didn't expect so many different cultures and so many people from so many different backgrounds to be up here, and how inclusive everybody is of everything, and accepting of everyone. And I got a lot of my family and friends were going to Arkansas, and I think unless you come out here and you experience it for yourself, you just don't know. And this is it's like a hidden gem up here. And my only regret is that we didn't come sooner.
Naturally, I help people just like you relocate every single day, and I would love the opportunity to assist you as well. And if you have any specific questions about our local area or want more information about my process, please feel free to reach out to me via phone call, text, or email. And don't forget to click on the link to subscribe above. And for more information about Northwest Arkansas or the real estate process, feel free to visit my website at www.naturallynwa.com. I'm Eric Eby with HomeQuest Realty. Thank you for watching another episode of Naturally NWA. I look forward to seeing you on a future episode. Thanks.